Hi Aquarius, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for October 23rd through November 22nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Scorpio Spy Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a... Oh, hello. It's backwards. Oh, it's the world. Intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right. So we've got completion here. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Something is reached its peak, shall we say. All right, Aquarius, what is going on? Could indicate travel, distance, travel. Perhaps you're involved with somebody pretty darn meaningful in a long-distance relationship. Could be not. Knight of Swords. All right. Seven of Pentacles. The World. There's that World card again. The Hanged Man. So this could be Pisces. This could be Aquarius. Ten of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Right? No? The Moon, Pisces or Cancerian, and King of Cups. That could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. All right. Six of Wands. Okay, let me get the little guys here. All right. Does that make more room? Not really. Okay, well, makes a little bit of room. All right. So we got 3, 2, okay, so 9, 3, 9, King, Knight, 7, Hangman. Okay, so we got a couple of 3s here. 6. All right, 3s. All right. Okay, Aquarius, so things could be relatively calm, or at least there's like things are calm now as compared to maybe a back and forth before this thing. There's stillness. I shouldn't say calm, I should say there's stillness. There's stillness right now. All right, what's this? What's this Seven of Pentacles about? What's this Seven of Pentacles? The Tower. This World card about? Six of Cups. It's this 10 of Pentacles about? Queen of Pentacles. What's this Hanged Man about? Let's do this. What's this Hanged Man about? Two of Swords. What's this Five of Wands about? I don't know. Three of Wands. This person is feisty, Aquarius. They're just feisty. This is somebody's really feisty. They don't do things lightly. They go to extremes, and they are very intense. What's this Moon card? Yeah, well, that makes sense. 10 of Wands. What's this Hangman again? What's this Hangman? 5 of Pentacles. All right, what's this King of Cups? Ace of Pentacles. All right, Aquarius, you need to consider very strongly your connection with this person. This is very topsy-turvy. This person says one thing and they want another. They might be talking about, you know, I need to think about some things. I just, they could have broken up, or there's another, just when there's been this peace and stillness, here comes the drama again. Here comes like this upsurge. And it could be because, not because of something that, you know, because of your history together, that there's things that they just can't get over. I think this is someone that when things are quiet, they have a problem with it. They don't like things being still. They don't like the quiet. They don't like calm. Not because they're bad, but because there's just that they just don't prefer that. It means that they're inert, and that's like a death sentence to them. They really prefer a lot of activity and intensity. Okay, so there's that. So it's not that this person is holding on to grudges from the past, but rather this is somebody who is dealing with their own issues from the past. So not the dynamic, not the relationship dynamic, but their own issues. And so this is someone that might be saying, that might have ended things because they need to think about things. But this is someone that, this is a cycle for this person. They do this. They, about every, 3 months to 6 months, there's some kind of really, in your mind, unnecessary drama or trauma. You're like, but things are fine. Like, what's the big deal? And they want more this, or they just want things to be more this way, or I need more security, I need something. There's something they need, but the thing is, it doesn't come from you. They got to sort their business. This is somebody that's just kind of inconsolable, and they want a lot of benefit. They expect a lot from the relationship. They might even say that, I want to work towards this goal, or I have these long-term plans, but they don't. They like the idea of it, and they might get started, but they don't finish anything. They don't follow through with anything. They don't achieve anything. It's just a lot of talk and a lot of bluster, but nothing is ever really accomplished. This person lives in a constant state of flux and going from one to another. They're kind of not at rest. And that can really take its toll and be very stressful after a while. We got 10 of Wands here. So this is someone that, we've got a lot of Wands here. This is someone that, they're going to be thinking about this, and they want to work towards that, and they want to try this, and they want to do this. It's a lot of want to, try, and thinking, but it's not a lot of doing, having, knowing, and going, and following through and completing. There's not a lot of that. This is someone that's just always going to be in this kind of beginning stage, or in flux, or in kind of this competition, conflict, that sort of thing. This is somebody that probably what they're not telling you, or what you know, but this is someone more that might be taking some time to think. Well, let me back up. What you probably realize about this person is that they're never quite happy with the way things are. There's always something they're trying to machinate or fix that isn't broken, or wants to re-talk about this, or wants more of that, or this or that. They're just kind of inconsolable. And so that's, probably what you've realized. But the thing is, they are getting restless and fidgety. So as much as they might say that they want security and they want a really solid, stable relationship, they're always going to have their options open. They're always going to be looking for the next best thing that's, if anything else, it's something different. Because this person does not like to be complacent, because complacent equals bored, equals closer to death. Like you might as well be starting to die or something as far as they're concerned. So movement, chaos, and then having to work through that chaos, like creating drama and then solving it, is very fulfilling to this person. Not that they're bad, but this is a really sort of high speed cycle that this person continues on and on and on and on. And it's really kind of stressful to be caught up in this. And you've been probably under yourself for a while. And this is about disconnecting from this person and kind of just realizing, there's nothing I can do here. There's not anything I can do with this person or for this person. And this is kind of like you going, I just need to be by myself. I need to be able to take care of mine and my own, and I need to be able to think. I need to not have to worry about you. And because this person is like, zzz, 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 like they're just, the intensity and the movement and activity is just, there's just a lot going on with them always. And this is someone that really needs to look at their own life and deal with some past issues or trauma that they're running from. And that's why they keep all this activity in the present and all this drama and fight. Because if they were to stop and sit and listen with the stillness, Two of Swords here, they might not like what they hear or realize or how they feel, because they're at unrest because they need to deal with some things. So it looks like it might have taken its toll on you too, because we got the Hangman, and we got the Two of Swords, Ten of Wands. I mean, this is needing to take a time out from this situation. This person is, and I don't mean that they're all talk, because they are very active, to be fair, but nothing gets resolved. That's the tiring part, is that there's just all this inspiration and activity, and I want this, and let's do, which is really exciting and compelling at first, but it gets exhausting. There's no downtime with this person, and it's because they're kind of wanting to stay busy to not let something catch up to them. It's like they're trying to outrun their trauma or drama, and you can't. All right. This is someone that is, I think they really find security in connection with someone else, because I think this is a type of person that looks for a handler. It's almost like, okay, I will provide the activity and interest and passion. You know, I'll love you like you've never been loved before, and take you on these adventures, and we'll go here and we'll do this, and I'll take care of the busy, social, adventurous side, but I want you to protect me emotionally, and I want you to provide for me physically, financially, materially, because I'm not so good at that. I'm good at start, like launching something, but then after that, I'm not so good at that. So I need you to do that, and then we can strike a balance. But my hunch is, and what it feels like, especially over here, is it feels like you've tried that, and there's still no soothing or calming this person. So enough. It's come to this to where you're just like, okay, hands off. I'm letting go. I give up. I need to be quiet now, and I need it to be quiet, and I need to be by myself, and I need to disengage from this person to restore my sanity and peace of mind, because I can't just keep going. And I can't go on all these passionate wild goose chases with this person that don't amount to anything. It's all this activity, and there's no progression. There's no stability. Because the thing is, you would probably find some consistency and stability very comforting and reassuring and very connected. And they would find that very boring and stagnant, and it would make them restless. And they find it boring. Whereas you find connection and comfort in that, they would find it boring. So, and again, not that there's anything wrong or that they're bad, but they need to deal with what they're trying to outrun. Because they are keeping themselves from being able to connect to anybody, because they don't want to get raw and vulnerable with you, because they first have to be that way with themselves, and they can't, because they can't deal with this unrest. There's something, honest to God, there's something festering. There's something that they just haven't dealt with yet. That's like this, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's addiction. I don't know if something's happened and they're traumatized, and this is PTSD working itself out. I don't know what it is. But this feels like it has an energy signature of somebody that, like, physically will be walking somewhere, and then all of a sudden just up and stop and turn around and jerk away, because, no, I don't want to do that anymore. And it's like they have such visceral reactions to things. Like it's somebody that's just, it's almost like they hit up against a wall and then they scurry here. And I mean, it's just the intensity and it's pretty profound. So that it has a lot of great qualities, like the passion and the ideas and the inspiration are great, but there's got to be a balance. And this person is going to wear themselves out if they don't start to get some balance. And it looks like you've had enough. And the thing is, I think they really believe themselves when they say, I want the stability, I want to provide that. In other ways, like, I think we could strike a balance here. I really do want this. But even that is following on the heels of, we need to change. I need to think about what I want. And I know I want this. But it's always, what they speak of is always out of their reach. Like, well, I want this, I want to try that, I want to work towards this, I want to do that. But there's never any doing. If there is, it's happenstance. It's not because it was planned. This person does not like a plan. And it's just, there's a lot going on here, and they might say they want stability, but they don't. Stability for them is chaos because it gives them something to work on and to machinate and to grab on and to with. That's stability for them because it's constant. It's not steady, but it is constant chaos. And that's something they can work with and rail against and So chaos for them is security. Confusion for them is security because it keeps them busy. And busy makes them feel secure. Busy feels like they're going somewhere and doing something. But busy just keeps busy. There's no resolution there. So it could even be that they have broken up or they've been like, out of the blue, I need to decide what I want to do with my life. I need to, I want more security. I want to know what's going on. But it's because they need to figure out themselves their life. There's a lot they don't know. They're not very self-aware. And it might be like, look, I got to deal with this. I'm just tired and exhausted. I want. I will, but there's nothing happening in the present. And it's just spinning the wheels and spinning the wheels. The thing is, what they really want is somebody to ground them and secure them and protect them emotionally and provide for them physically and materially and financially. Oh, wait, you've done that and it still wasn't enough? So this person doesn't want that. What they want is somebody new to do it because now they're starting to wear out their welcome with you. They know it because they've worn you out. Let's be honest. They've worn you out. And you are now a mirror to them because they now see themselves in your reflection because you're exasperated, you're exhausted, and they're like, oh gosh, this is how I feel. I can't handle two people in this relationship. I feel this way and my person feels this way. Whoa. So they're wanting emotional security that they can't provide for themselves, but then when they get it, it scares them. The connection, the raw, emotional, sincere connection of I see you scares them because they're having a hard time looking at their own life right now. So even though they might say they want that, where they find stability is not where they think it is. I don't think they know themselves very well because they think they want someone that can provide for them emotionally and secure them and protect them and all this. But when they meet that, when they have that, it terrifies them. So they think they want that, but what they really want is just to keep running and to keep busy. A relationship is not a marathon, but that's what they want right now. And everybody's going to be tired. Everybody's going to be tired. They're going to literally run through people. They're going to wear everybody out. They're wearing themselves out. They're exhausted. So this person doesn't really know what they want. And they're actually telling you the truth. Because they don't know what they want because they think they want what they think they want. When they get it, they don't want it anymore. This is not somebody who wants to get what they want. This is someone who wants to keep tweaking and machinating over what they want. This is someone at unrest. All right. What else for Aquarius? Whoopsie. What else for Aquarius? Community and web weaving. Okay, so this is someone that's getting themselves tangled up. It's getting too familiar, and they're going to have to be too vulnerable and accountable, and they don't like it, and they need a break. And let's be honest, you're exhausted. You needed not just a break, but you need to disconnect from this also. And the thing is, for as much as they say, I don't know, I want that, I think they want to be saved, and they want to be rescued, and they want to be assured. They want to know that they can flip out and do this, and then they want to know that you'll still be there, and still be secure, and still be waiting, almost like a parent would a child. Consider that. Just saying. That's not ideal, obviously. But this is someone that kind of wants carte blanche to be able to I just need a break right now. And then this prodigal, girlfriend or boyfriend gets to return home with open arms, with, complete acceptance and no hard feelings or confusion or anything, and just like they never left. And for most, that's just not realistic. What else for Aquarius? King of Wands. That could be Sagittarius. Could be dealing with Sagittarius, Aquarius. So yeah, this is again great with the how. great with the wow, really great on the wow and the passion and the going and doing and launching and starting and being a boss and all of that, male or female. But on the how, so they're great on the wow, but on the how, there's not, as soon as things start to get complacent or at least consistent, that's when they want to walk. They can't handle even keel. They can't handle calm. Calm is stressful for them because it's too quiet. Something's going to happen. God forbid it's quiet and I have to deal with my thoughts and my, how I feel and what's really going on. There's fear. There's scariness. All right. What else for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. Okay, so we got Lovers here. We got the Eight of Pentacles, sorry. Eight of Pentacles and the Lovers card. Could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, Sagittarius. What else? I think I forgot to do this. Pisces or Cancerian, Pisces. Okay, so this could be someone just kind of biding their time and withdrawing and retracting from, like pulling back from making a choice, or they're thinking about a choice. I think your person said they're going to do that after some kind of upheaval or disruption. Like this is just someone that is reevaluating their decisions, not because they need to, but because things are too quiet and I need to do something, right? So I also think that this is you taking advantage of that and pulling back, and both of you are like in your separate corners and you're thinking about, okay, I might have pretty strong feelings for this person, pretty pivotal. I mean, we got Six of Cups, we got the Lovers card here, but at what cost? Like, this is you kind of probably staying the course in your own life, keeping things steady, stable, and secure for yourself, which is what this person says they want, only not really, because they don't like it. Their security is out and about, right? So both of you are kind of doing your own thing in an effort to think about what you really want. This is the Lovers card, but it's also about, in this instance, it's about deciding if you want to see this through, if you want to stay connected and committed to this. It's about the commitment and the choice and what that entails and how much work is involved. And right now, you two are like in your separate corners, keeping busy as you both do. You both are productive. But trying to decide what each of you want out of this. I think this is easier for you because this is almost your default. You're like, you know what? I know what I want. It's very simple for you. I think this is much more of a big deal to your person. It's like in this limbo kind of chaotic, fuzzy area that I think your person's much more comfortable with. Like they're okay in the chaos and in the thick of it, like in the middle of a windstorm, they love it. That's their calm. In the eye of the storm, makes sense, because that's where it is calm, right? But yeah, being able to see and watch all of it, and they could step into the chaos. They no fear, love it. Whereas you're like, okay, where's shelter? We got to get out of this. We got to get far away from this. And they're like, are you kidding? It's great. The wind is great, and they prefer that. So just that's something to be considered also, is that this person prefers interconnectivity and tangled and just all these interwoven, nothing ever really gets resolved. Or if it does, it's almost like it's really harshly resolved. Like cut off, move on, start something, cut off, move on, start something. It's just this. Whew. Need to go run around the block for a minute. Get all this out of me. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this was helpful. I wish you and your person luck on this one. They're not telling you a whole heck of a lot because they don't really realize it themselves. There's a lot. They don't know what they want, but they don't know how to articulate that, because it's not that they don't know what they want. It's that what they think they want isn't really what they want, because they're running from something and they don't know what that is. It's too big and too scary for them to really examine and look at, but it's definitely taking a toll on all of their relationships, and it's something that they can't outrun it. But instead of resolving it, they end relationships and they burn bridges and they move on and they move out and they move states and they move it. They're going to run out of places to go. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.